in reason number 2 of why human rights are important in responses to HIV and AIDS. On page 2 it says, for many women living with HIV and vulnerable to HIV and AIDS, health systems remain places of prejudice and discrimination rather than places of treatment and care. And the main issue for my organization is to address and end forced sterilizations of HIV-positive women, not only in South Africa, the country I live in, but in the whole of Southern Africa region, because it has turned out that this is the practice that is prevalent in the health systems. This is my passion as a woman living with HIV because it happened to me in 1997. I mean, I'd gone to a hospital for a service and a reproductive health service, and I was told that I would access the service only if I consent to sterilization. I knew what my rights were because I'd been educated about my right, but then it was like a catch-22 situation that if I, call the lawyers, and obviously at that point I would have needed to look for pro bono lawyers. It will take time, and I needed this procedure, to be done. So I consented for sterilization, although I knew that it was like bargaining some of my rights to access others. Now I have access to treatment. My situation has changed, and now I feel, that I am able, to challenge, the issue, to claim my rights to reproduction in South African courts. And as I'm doing this, I'm finding more and more HIV positive men who are coming forward to say it happened to me as well. I have, personally documented 10 cases of HIV positive men who have been forcibly sterilized in South Africa. And I also do know that in Namibia, 15 HIV positive men are actually taking the government to court because they were coerced to forced sterilization. The way to fight it is to go to court, because the South African Constitution guarantees the right of reproduction to all women, and that includes women living with HIV. And to me, litigation, it is an expression of anger, of course, but it is also an advocacy strategy to, call for policy change, because there is no specific policy that is talking about sterilizations in the context of HIV. But it is also an attempt to say, there has to be a constitutional articulation, a constitutional court articulation to say this should not happen to women living with HIV and to other poor women. Because as I'm engaging with these issues, you realize that it's not just happening to women with HIV, it is happening to other women as well. And it is an act of punishment, as well as an act of excluding women who are poor from, reproduction.
For further information on human rights, HIV/AIDS, and to endorse now more than ever the joint statement, visit www.hivhumanrightsnow.org.